Hello everyone, welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. I'm very excited to be getting back into this game today because I'm very much enjoying it so far. The setting and the story and the art style, everything has just been so well done and perfect, and I'm just so glad that I have decided to play this game. And yeah, I hope that you guys are excited to continue as well. In the last video, we got through kind of the introduction. You know, we are bound to an illegal spirit named Mime, and we are now going to be working to help seal these demons with this magical ability we have, which involves a mini game that I sucked at first, but I think I get it now. You know, I was just dumb last time and didn't realize you could rotate the middle of that thing, but now I do, so I'm gonna be better. And it seems like there's gonna be 5 main characters, one of which is Mime, and then we met one of the other 4, Victoria, who seems to be this very badass girl who's like a soldier, knight type person. I forget. There was probably an actual name for what she was, but I forget what it was. And yeah, we are now in the first chapter of the game, and I'm excited to meet the other characters and see what's gonna happen. Before I started this recording, I went ahead and lowered the volume of the music some more because, yeah, editing last time, the music, it was just loud. So hopefully I don't have the music too quiet this time. I don't think I should. We'll find out. It's gonna be a process. But yeah, the voices could be really quiet sometimes. Certainly specific characters like Mime. That one, there was just no fixing that. She just I could tell even in editing, they just needed to boost her voice a little bit, I think. But because some of her lines straight up, you can't hear them. She's that quiet. And then the lady that we saw in the projection thing, she had some quiet moments too. So yeah, I'm trying to make it so you can hear it, but luckily there is the text boxes in case they are quiet. Anyways, enough rambling, let's move on. I'm excited to continue. And that's how you became the unlikely defender of Anemone Valley. Woohoo! Waking up the next morning feels like a dream. If it wasn't for the happy grin of the spirit who greets you, you would have dismissed it as such.
Morning! Glad to see you're awake.
Oh, right. It's not always voiced. It must be nice getting rest and sleep instead of fainting all the time, right? So Victoria sent me. She's really eager to get started on the big ol' mission thing, so she wants you to meet her outside. Now. See, now I feel like I can't hear the music at all. She's already in a bad mood though, so I don't think hurrying would make her less angry. Anyway, how are you feeling? Like I got stabbed. I'm okay. 5 more minutes. I'm alright.
About that...
Everything considered, I'm feeling quite alright. Thank you for asking. You're quite amazing, you know that? Most people would not be able to smile so easily after having gone through so much. But I guess it could have been worse. We're not shackled and on our way to the capital after all. Yeah, we're not going to jail, hallelujah. What happens now? Why are you so afraid of the capital? We should go to Victoria then. Let's ask questions. What happens now?
I wonder...
So what do we do now? What's the plan? The plan! What is the plan? Well, fighting these demons and sealing them away is our first priority. We can't have any more people getting hurt. And hopefully while we're looking for a way to stop them, we'll learn more about the spirit lock of yours. Or the spirit locket. If it can't seal demons away, then maybe there's a way it can unseal me from your heart as well. That's hardly a plan. I'm not gonna be a jerk. That's a great plan.
Okay.
That sounds like a great plan. Great thinking, Mime.
Thank you.
You really think so? Thank you. Let's do our best. Yes? Hey, so why are you so afraid of the capital?
I have some questions.
You're really quite afraid of the capital, aren't you?
Huh?
Well, of course. Spirits are not supposed to go to human cities. My mere existence is some kind of crime to them. I don't want to know what they're gonna do to me. Well, let's go to Victoria. So you say Victoria wants to see us? Yep, she said at once. So probably yesterday, honestly. We should get going. You walk into the shop. Now that everything is illuminated by daylight, you can see the extent of the destruction left by the demon the night before. Yeah, it's kind of a wreck. Every surface is covered in glass or spilled potions. Shelves are shattered, windows broken, and in the middle of the chaos, Elizabeth is carefully cleaning the floor with a broom.
Welcome back.
Morgan, Mime, good morning. She greets you with a tired smile, and you wonder if she even managed to sleep at all.
It is quite the change, suddenly having people living with us like this.
In our wrecked home.
This sleepy old town really did wake up to quite an adventure, didn't it?
A little adventure might be good. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mind going back to sleep again. I'm gonna be positive. I'm a cheerful gal. You never know. A bit of adventure might be good for us.
I see.
You might be right. This world, it is one of constant conflict. There are so many heroic tales you can tell, but the bards rarely capture the pain that sometimes follows doing what is right. I have tried to shield you from such pain, but I see now that if you are to prevail in the challenges ahead, I cannot keep hiding things from you. I know you have a lot of questions. If you want, I shall do my best to explain what I can. Unbind myself from mime. Tell me about the spirit locket. Alethea? How's the shop?
I wonder.
Do you have any idea how to get separated from a spirit? I know a few, but none of them would leave the both of you. How to put it? Alive afterward. Oh, nice. Exorcism is the craft of demon hunters, and they don't particularly care about the well-being of those affected, as long as it eliminates the threat. You can ask Victoria for details. The way she attacked that demon yesterday, it is clear she has had the training, but why a former demon hunter would now work for the Knight Commander of Erodas, I am not quite sure. Anyways, tell me about the spirit locket.
So...
The alchemy table. Last night it changed into something. You called it a spirit locket? What does that mean? It was an invention that pioneered the modern school of alchemy. A new type of alchemy that was usable by non-mages. It works in much the same way as the alchemy tables we use today, but while we now use the power of crystals to fuel our spells, a spirit locket runs on the life force of spirits. That sounds dangerous. That sounds like an extremely dangerous sort of magic.
Yes.
It is. Spirit magic is chaotic, unpredictable, but it was necessary. It was a necessity of the time. Alchemists had yet to discover the use of crystals as a power source for their spells, and so spirits were used. It is a powerful artifact, one which is now bound to you just like mine. All the more reason for us to get separated. Did I hurt you, Mime? Hey, are you good?
Oh.
How are you feeling, Mime? Did you get hurt during the battle? I feel fine. It might be different since, I'm not bound to your locket thing, but to you? This is all confusing, though. I wish we could learn more. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help. I am skilled in alchemy, but the engineering that goes into crafting a locket like this is something else entirely. It is possible that there are mages out there who know a lot more about alchemy lockets and spirits, but locating them will be tricky. You can try and ask Quinn for help. They went to the Mage Academy, so they might know more. How did the locket get here?
I wonder.
Yeah, that's a pretty good question. How did the locket even come to be here in this shop? It doesn't really seem like something authorized by the Empire. It's been in my possession for a while. It was gifted to me by my dear friend, and I have kept it safe here ever since. I didn't expect something like this, but that doesn't matter. We can talk about that story some other time when you're further into the plot. You have more important things to worry about now. Hey, you seem to know that Alethea lady.
Tell me about...
That woman that appeared yesterday. You knew her. How? My life did not begin and end in this shop, you know. Alethea and I knew each other, well, a long time ago. Back then, I would have called her my companion, but now, our journeys took us down different paths. She's now the right hand to the highest office in the land. She's an old flame? Sounds like an interesting story. That sounds like quite the story. Why have you never told me? Let's just say that I didn't necessarily want you to copy me. But I guess, given your temperament, I should have guessed you'd find your own way to get yourself into this kind of trouble. So there's hardly any harm to it anymore. If you ever want to hear, then perhaps I should tell you my story, after we've cleaned this up. How's the shop?
About that.
What are we going to do about the shop? It's kind of a hot mess. The alchemy table in the middle is just totally destroyed. Everything's so broken, I don't even know where to start. We clean, we salvage, we restore. I've already sent a message to Quinn about restoring our herbal stock. Knowing them, they've already gotten new supplies ready for us. I just need you to pick it up whenever you can. I do worry about the alchemy table, though. I cannot make potions without it, and getting a new one from the mage college can take a while. Then comes the paperwork for getting a new power crystal. You'd think it would be easy to obtain one with us basically living on top of the mines, but the last time we needed a change, it took several months. No doubt, Goldner, that old weasel, had something to do with that. Goldner. Sounds like the name of a guy in a Scooby-Doo episode. It was Goldner the whole time. Reopening the shop might take a while. Yeah, sounds like it. Yay, paperwork. Someone's blocking a request? We can use the locket for now.
I'll do it.
Would I be able to make potions still, using the spirit locket?
I wonder.
I guess that would be possible, but I wouldn't want to put such a quest on you now, when you are tied up with your other obligations. Restocking the shop will take time. I would need to teach you many more recipes than what you know now. You'll be bored without me here. Just until a new table. Teach me then. You're still my teacher, right? Elizabeth looks surprised for a moment, then her eyes soften and she smiles.
Thank you, dear.
That is true. Very well, Morgan, I shall teach you. But this can't interfere with your other tasks, remember? We'll have your lessons here whenever you have the time in between missions. Just come by the shop and find me, and we'll get started. Alright, I should
I'll
get going.
be off
Victoria's probably wants my head on a stick for taking forever. I have to go. Victoria's waiting for me to go on this whole quest thingy. I understand. I'll be here in case you have any other questions.
Good luck, dear.
Thanks. Victoria is standing outside the shop, arms crossed and eyes glaring at anyone who dares to pass her by.
You're late.
I know.
Morning.
Good morning, Victoria. Ready to do some investigate? What part of keeping a low profile do you insist on not getting? Eh? Oh, right, sorry. Victoria sighs heavily. You remembered to cast your spell? Of course. No human will notice me at all. Oh yeah, that's probably important, considering humans don't seem to like spirits. Unless they're like a demon hunter or possessed by a spirit, like that guy yesterday, a mage would probably also see me. So yeah, basically invisible. Ugh. So, what are we doing? Careful, you don't want to make a scene. That's so cool, Mime. Hey, what are we doing, Victoria?
So,
what's the plan, Victoria?
While you two were snoozing the day away, I've been digging around for some information.
I feel like... Oh, companions. Spirit who has accidentally bound herself to you. She seems eager to help, but you're not quite sure she knows what she's doing. A Knight of Erodos tasked with keeping you and Mime in line while you investigate the demon incident. She isn't happy with her new role as babysitter. She was covering as. Still need the other three. What I was coming for here originally was, I think the music can be bumped up one.
Look,
There are multiple accounts of people having seen the shop burn last night, but who have no recollection of the mob and the dark magic. The general consensus is that it was an accident. I see no reason to correct this assumption. It would just create unnecessary panic. The shop itself is clean. No trace of anything magical. If the place wasn't trashed, I wouldn't be able to tell anything had happened. It doesn't leave us much to go on, really.
I wonder.
Well, we could always go check out the forest. We spirits really like nature, so maybe the demons are angry someone went and destroyed their home. We already searched that place for clues and found nothing. I think our time would be more wisely spent exploring somewhere new. The mines under the town are suspicious to me. I do not believe it is a coincidence that these events are occurring right on top of a large seam of magical crystals.
Are you sure?
Do we really have to go underground, though? It's creepy. What's up with the mines?
I wonder.
Why are you so certain we'll find something in the mines?
about that.
I'm not certain of anything at this point. That'll be foolish. However, the crystals mined down there are powerful conductors of magic, so it's worth taking a look.
Maybe, but
But underground caves are so creepy, though. It's worth a look.
actually,
It might be creepy, but it does sound like something worth investigating more, don't you think?
come on.
I know you're right, but still.
Enough of this.
Mime. Victoria gives Mime a pointed look, and the spirit's mouth zips shut instantly. Then those hard eyes turn to you.
I can't believe this.
Look, Alchemist. Alethea might have put her trust in you, but I'm not so easily convinced. You're gonna trust me by the end of this game. So it'd be much appreciated if you kept your opinions to yourself. I just want to help.
About that.
I'm stuck with you anyway, and it's not like there's anything I can do to make the situation worse. So maybe we should try and work together to figure out this mess. She does have a point. Victoria does not look amused, but she clicks her tongue and sighs.
Fine. Let's go.
Let's get to work. Okay.
Mine. You're staying close to me. I won't have you running away from...
Oh. Whoops.
Welcome back.
Why am I here? I thought I was advancing dialogue. What did I do? Oh, hello there, Morgan. Welcome back. Did you need something? Okay, well, jeez. Let's do some alchemy, I guess,
I'll do
since I'm
it.
here. I'm ready for you to teach me alchemy. Did you bring the ingredients from Quinn? I'll go get them right away.
I'll do it.
No worries, I'll fetch those ingredients right away. Wonderful, but there's no need to rush. I get that this is a minor task compared to everything else going on. I promise to teach you as soon as we get some ingredients. Okay, that's all. I
I'll
didn't even
be
mean to
off
come
then.
here. Okay, yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the 3 places I can go. Let's, I guess, start with the flower shop.
You! What in the world happened?
I heard your shop burned down, and I got the message from Elizabeth asking for new supplies. And who is this? You barely get through the door to the flower shop before Quinn showers you with questions. But when Victoria enters, they back up, concern quickly turning to apprehension. Just another Tuesday. It was awful. Sorry for worrying you. I'm sorry for worrying you, Quinn. Elizabeth and I are both alright, but the shop did burn, and our stock was destroyed. Quinn listens intently as you recount last night's events. So now we're trying to find a way to solve this, preferably before anyone else gets hurt. Quinn nods slowly.
Oh dear.
I'm so sorry to hear this happened. It must have been awful for you. Morgan.
I consider you a good friend, and I want to help you.
Thanks.
No. I am going to help you. As much as I can. But this whole affair puts me at risk. We have to be very careful.
You're cool, Quinn. The door to the flower shop suddenly bursts open, causing everyone to freeze in surprise. A tall, intimidating man steps inside, his cold eyes lazily taking in Quinn's little shop. Oh.
Messer Goldner, what can I do for you today?
So you're Goldner. You're the Scooby-Doo villain. You look like a just comically evil villain. Quinn looks nervously at the man as he glides around the shop, looking at the beautiful plants with disinterest. You feel Mime move to hide behind your legs, despite her invisibility.
I was simply in the area and thought I might drop by. As you have probably already heard, the alchemy shop suffered a most unfortunate fire last night.
Hi, that's me.
I just wanted to be sure that our only other magic shop was still doing well.
That is very kind of you, sir. As you can see, nothing out of the ordinary has happened here.
The man chuckles darkly.
Do forgive me for having my doubts about that.
You're definitely evil.
Just know this.
He steps awfully close to Quinn, staring them down with thinly veiled disgust.
The people of this town might have tolerated you this past year, but I will continue to watch you closely.
Victoria, step in. Hey, Victoria. I don't know. You glance over at Victoria, but the woman is already moving. She steps up to stand between Quinn and the man, her dark eyes hard. I don't know if I should get involved in that.
If you're not here to make a purchase, then I believe it is time for you to leave, sir.
What? Who? Now listen here, you little... Don't you know who I am?
I don't. I also don't believe you know who I am.
This is why it was better for Victoria to do it, because she's a knight. Victoria flashes the badge on her coat. The man visibly gapes, but then he breaks into a smug grin.
So Erodas finally sent someone to keep track of all these magic folk. About damn time. I assume you're here to investigate this establishment. I knew it. I just knew something suspicious was going on here.
Dude, no.
You are quite wrong.
Yeah, tell him, Victoria.
The only thing remotely out of order I found here is you, threatening an innocent shop owner. So unless you want me to file a report and send it back to headquarters, I suggest you be on your way.
Get him! The man sputters, but leaves in indignation.
I will remember this.
Uh-huh. Get out of here, Goldner. Quinn sighs in relief, their shoulders turning slack.
Thank you.
No. Do not think I did this as a favor. The man was being a nuisance, so I stopped him. Who was he, anyway?
Messer Goldner is the owner of the mine. Despite the fact that the very ore that created his wealth is magical, he has a dangerously low opinion of mages and is quite vocal about it. Luckily, most people in town do not hold his word in high regard. He's somewhat of a joke, albeit an intimidating one.
Of course he's a joke. Look at him. He looks like an evil mine owner.
Intimidating sounds about right.
As far as I've heard, he started his life as a common farmer. When the mine was discovered beneath his land, he suddenly gained quite a bit of wealth. Almost overnight, that money went straight to his head, if you ask me. So now he wants people to treat him like a nobleman.
What a loser.
The townsfolk did not take kindly to that. And while he still makes good money on the mine, most people simply avoid him. To someone like me, however, he is very much a threat. And he knows it. Hence these little visits. But that's enough doom and gloom for one day. Please, tell me how I can help.
Quinn looks shaken, but eager to change the subject. Elizabeth needs supplies.
So,
Do you have anything left in stock we could use at the shop? Her supplies were completely destroyed.
What do you need?
I don't have a whole lot left, but I'll give you what I have. I'm sure you and Elizabeth will put it to good use. When I get more things back in stock, I'll be sure to let you know. Quinn hands you 2 bundles of lavender and some other herbs. Hey, what do you know about spirit lockets?
I wonder.
What can you tell me about spirit lockets? Not much, I'm afraid. Magic is a broad field of study, and I specialize in, well, plants, not spirits. Tinkers, in particular, would know a lot more about such a mechanism than I. Luckily, I just happened to get word that one of my former classmates has taken an interest in the mines and will be visiting to do some research. She might already be in town, but knowing her, she went straight down there as soon as she arrived. Okay, that's all.
I've gotta go.
We'll get going then.
Take care.
Very well. Please be careful out there. Bye, Quinn. You walk out of the shop and continue on your way. After about 10 minutes of walking, Victoria taps you on the shoulder.
It would appear that we're being followed.
Who? Is it Goldner? That sounds bad. You stiffen and glance around nervously. Are you sure? That sounds bad. What should we do? Stay calm. Keep walking. Eyes straight ahead, or you'll give us away. Right. Right, I can do that. You stammer, and Victoria rolls her eyes with a heavy sigh. This is where I almost died. You follow Victoria down a side street. No one else is around, so you stand there and wait for a moment, and another. And then a familiar, timid face peeks around the corner, big red eyes widening in fright when he realizes he's been caught. Oh, it's the little guy. Don't worry, we won't hurt you.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Don't be scared, we're not going to hurt you. The boy looks a bit embarrassed about having been caught, but he waves at you shyly.
Hi. Sorry. I didn't mean to...
What's your name, kid?
Victoria's voice is surprisingly gentle, and the young boy flushes bright red, bowing his head.
I'm Kim, ma'am.
Oh, who are you? Your voice actor sounds so familiar. Can we help you with something?
So,
Is there something we can do for you, Kim? Kim looks at you hopefully. He wrings his hands nervously.
I'm looking for my brother. Do you remember him?
The guy that killed me?
We came into your shop yesterday to buy a remedy. He didn't come home last night. So I was wondering if maybe you had seen him.
Oh. Your answer will impact the story going forward. Ah! Oh, jeez. Can I, save? Just, What do I tell him? Before that, I'm gonna see if the internet will tell me who this voice actor is, because they sound so familiar. Erica Mendez. That's... Oh, who is that? That's... Oh! Okay, that's... Got it. Okay, I figured it out. You're Bernadetta in Fire Emblem. Okay, tell the child the truth, even though it may be hard to hear. Tell the child you haven't seen his brother. He probably won't bother you again. I feel like I should tell the truth.
I'll tell you what happened.
Your brother attacked me last night. He appeared to be possessed by some kind of evil spirit. Almost looked like a demon himself. I haven't seen him since then. I feel like it'd be bad to lie to him.
That's awful.
My brother is nothing like that at all. He's always taken really good care of me, protecting me. But ever since he got that new job... What new job?
Well,
I'm not sure. He just said he was running errands for some guy. The pay was great and not nearly as dangerous as working in the mines. Your brother worked in the mines? Which guy?
What do you mean?
Some guy? Do you know who he's talking about?
he wouldn't say.
Honestly, I was afraid he was getting into something shady. But anything's better than working in the mines, so I didn't complain about it. Your brother worked in the mines?
Hmm?
Your brother used to work in the mines?
Yeah. He was real tough on him.
The boss there is super mean. Workers get hurt all the time. My brother was in an accident too once. One of the tunnels collapsed and he got trapped under a big pile of rocks. After that, his head used to hurt all the time, but the alchemist has a really good potion that helps him with the pain. We need to get to the bottom of this. We can help you figure out what happened to your brother. It sounds like he might have gotten tangled up in some of the stuff we're investigating.
You really help? Thank you so much.
You're a little cutie. I promise I'll do my best to help you as well. I'll start by seeing if anything my brother left behind can tell me who he worked for. Just be careful. It's not safe for a child to play detective. Stay out of harm's way.
I'll be careful.
He runs off. Aw, he's so cute.
Not bad.
I'm surprised, Morgan. You handled that situation well. I figured nothing good could come from lying to him. Finding this kid's brother will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. And also, you know, keeping him from killing other people will also be a bonus, right? Right. What is this? A compliment? Thank you. Glad to help. Thank you. I'm glad I could help.
Time to go.
We still have much to do. Let's keep moving. Right, go team! Woo! So I guess I can chat with those two in these places? Hold on. Let's try the woods, maybe? The ivy woods are silent. Everything is still among the blackened trunks of dead trees, as if the wildlife has also heeded the warnings to stay away. This is sad.
That's awful.
This is so horrible. It's gone. All of it. The trees, the birds. Losing your home like this. If I had a spirit living in these woods, I would have been sad too. But nothing's here. I knew this would be a waste of time. I understand that you have questions you wanted answered, Mime, but everything looks just as it did when we were here last. There are no clues left for us here. I guess you're right. Get samples for Quinn. Why not?
So...
While we are here, we might as well get some samples for Quinn. Maybe they'll be able to figure something out. You step away to gather a few samples for Quinn. A pinch of dirt, a twig, and dried leaves. It only takes you a minute, and you've completed your task. Victoria then sighs impatiently. You're done? Then let's get out of here. Wait, did you hear
I
that?
can't believe this.
I swear I will... Shh, listen! Your group falls silent and listens carefully. After a while, you pick up on the faint sound too. It sounds like a person singing. Someone's singing in the woods. I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know, like back when the shop was burning. I think there might be something dark ahead. Why would anyone be out here? No way that's anyone from the town. Everyone is way too scared to go out here. Who could that possibly be? Victoria's eyes are hard as she stares ahead towards the sound. Her hand is resting on her sword when she begins walking towards it. Stay close to me. You walk among the black trees, every step taking you all closer to the sound of the singing. Stepping out into a small clearing, you find a large willow tree by a small lake. It is black and dead, like the rest of the forest, but among its branches sits a small sparrow. All this time you were chasing a bird. The song is coming from the bird, but it is very much the voice of a human woman singing enthusiastically. Oh, weird. There are stories to be told, stirring and bold, and the merry sparrows in. Wow, that bird's really good at singing, guys. Below the tree, resting against the black trunk, sits a man, looking quite pleased by listening to the sparrow's performance. His eyes flicker to you only for a moment, and his smile widens.
It seems more have joined your audience, little one. Why don't you give us an encore?
It's you. You're the one I'm most interested in. Also, his voice actor is Yuri from Fire Emblem. Let me tell you, every time Yuri from Fire Emblem speaks, I'm like, oh. Okay. Hello. The bird seems to perfectly understand the man and puffs up its little chest proudly before throwing itself into another verse. Come traveler with your weary heart into the dark of the land forest. There lies an inn with open doors where lights burning the brightest. Let the boy till your frost bones, then a little touch glass pour for the pain within your broken soul. Will the travelers know just to care? Still got. There is light to be found within. There are stories to be told. Daring and bold, and the merry sparrow's in. Wow, that bird is so good at singing. What a beautiful song. The bird finishes its song and does a tiny bow, and the stranger claps, smiling brilliantly.
Bravo! Beautifully done.
I know, right? It's really good. Just what is going on here? That's a talking bird. That was lovely.
That was lovely. Your friend is quite talented.
She is, isn't she?
The bird puffs up its chest and looks awfully pleased.
Also a bit of a prima donna, but you know, comes with the territory.
It's an abomination, that's what it is. Someone has cursed the bird with magic. Better put it out of its misery.
No! It's got a beautiful singing voice, Victoria.
Now hold on there. There's no reason to act so rashly. The bird is not hurting anyone.
Its very existence is a breach of the law. Who's to say it doesn't carry other, more dangerous curses? If someone got hurt due to our inaction, would you be able to live with that?
You are overreacting. It's an enchanted bird, not some malignant spirit out to eat our souls. The world is not going to end if we let this one go.
This choice will impact your relationship with Victoria and the mysterious stranger. Oh my, I really like the mysterious stranger though. Agree with Victoria, agree with the stranger. I agree with the stranger. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm very interested in this mysterious stranger. And he's likely the one I'm gonna romance, but I don't know. It's a bird that's singing with a very beautiful voice. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
He's right, Victoria. We can't just kill the poor thing on a mere suspicion. Not all magic has to be evil.
You.
Me.
Ah, a voice of reason. How refreshing.
The bird flies off.
And there she goes. No doubt off to add your hero's deed to her song. Sparrows are the patrons of hero stories, after all. And they do have a soft spot for heroic deeds. And tragedy. Perhaps that is why she came to sing in this place.
Who are you? What are you doing out here? Who are you?
I wonder.
Who are you?
You may call me Michael.
Hello, Michael.
As for who I am, I always find that's a question best answered over a glass of wine. No?
Can't argue with that. Perhaps later. Are you always like this? Can't argue with that. Wine is great, can't argue with that.
Well, isn't this neat?
No truer wisdom was ever spoken. I can see us two getting along quite well already. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, what are you doing out here?
Tell me about...
What are you doing out here?
Interesting.
I was searching for answers to a curiosity of mine. And did you find it? Did you find it? The answer then? I did. Well, what was it? That's secret. I'd be more afraid of losing my head if I were you. So scary. You're an odd one. This is a weird place to rest. You're an odd one, you know that?
Oh, really?
A lone traveler on the road to the nearest tavern is not that rare, I would imagine. I'm actually a lot more curious about you.
A villager leading a demon hunter and a spirit into a dead forest.
Oh, you can see mine?
Sounds like a legend about to be told. Or the start of a joke. Hard to tell.
You're right, we are kind of an odd bunch. Wait, you see me? Victoria's hand flies to her sword. Michael, however, only smiles lazily.
How curious.
Of course I see you. You are right here, are you not? But no one is supposed to see me, only... You're a mage? Not a demon, are you? Careful, you could be dangerous. You're a mage? You look like
What?
one. You're a mage? So perceptive. Gotta be careful around you. But yes, I happen to know a bit of magic, but mostly I am just a simple traveler, nothing fancy. There's a sudden rumble of the earth, a deep growl cutting through the air. Morgan, I think that this sounds like...
Blasted.
Something's coming. Stay behind me. The tall willow tree is shaking. The dark hole in the trunk retracting as if taking a deep breath. And a force of darkness bursts out towards your group. Victoria moves to parry, but the darkness knocks her away. Victoria! The shadow turns and heads straight towards you.
I think not.
Are you gonna save me? A hand reaches around you and pulls you back. His hands are glowing with a sinister purple light as he commands.
Return to your true form.
Oh, he's so cool! The force is frozen midair, suspended by a bright glow. It hangs still for a moment before, much like the demon in the shop, its form expands and bursts into the shape of another demon. Insolence, you dare try to stop me! I believe you are the one rudely interrupting a private moment. I suggest you get lost now. The purple glow is crackling like fire, swirling in his hands before shooting out as a blast, striking the demon and sending it back reeling. Morgan, you know what you have to do. It's my time to shine. I'm not gonna suck this time. Thank God there's no, like, time limit on this thing. Or, you know, like, you can't, like, get it wrong or anything. Okay. So there's, like, a puzzle like this in Uncharted 4, which is, like, one of my all-time favorite games. I love it. But it's like this. There's like 4 wheels. And it's like crosses that you have to put in very specific spots. And boy, am I bad at it. Like as many times as I've played Uncharted 4, I always suck at it and get that puzzle wrong. Okay, let me see here. This blue needs to get out of here. Wait, that was... Okay, yeah, no. Ugh. I had that one right. And now, I'm gonna have to screw it all up. Phooey! Okay, you know, this is gonna take a minute, so I'll just cut to when I get the puzzle right. Wait. Okay, it hasn't even been that long, and I think I got it. Right? Baha! Yay, I did it! No! The demon roars as it is sucked into the locket, and then it grows silent, the glow of the artifact slowly fading. Victoria, are you okay? Michael, you saved me. That's one more demon down. I'm gonna be like, hey, Michael, thanks. You looked up at the man still standing by your side, now wearing a cheeky smile you cannot place. You saved me, thank you.
Interesting.
Don't mention it. It should be me thanking you, after all. This is a very handy device you've got there, sealing the thing away perfectly. While Michael is staring at your locket with intrigue, Victoria picks herself off the ground, looking less than pleased. You. Victoria picks up her sword and points it at Michael. Who, me? Do not play dumb. I saw what you did there. You're a mage. I thought we established that already, Victoria. Oh, he is just like Quinn then.
No.
Quinn is a legal practitioner with a degree from the Mage Academy.
This man is an outlaw, a chaotic mage.
I think he should join our team. What do you think, Mime?
Chaotic, really? You make it sound so violent.
I see myself more as a naturalist magic user. But I should expect nothing less from a demon hunter.
Speak, mage. What are you doing here?
Enough.
It's no coincidence that a wild mage appeared just before a demon showed up. Enough with the sword already. The demon might have been attracted to my magic, but I didn't come here to be murdered by that thing. I came because of the forest. You did? What do you know of it? The sparrows were singing about a great evil destroying the meadow. I came to see it for myself. Check if this might be some new corrupted type of nature magic.
Really?
And was it? Did you find out what caused this?
Interesting.
I have a couple of suspicions. The fact that a powerful demon like that showed up certainly makes everything a lot more interesting. Lots of questions. Chaotic magic?
What do you mean?
What do you guys mean by chaotic magic? What does that even mean? It's a term used to describe any type of magic that is not authorized by the Empire. Which means, in this little gathering, I am actually the third individual who would fall under such a category. Talk about throwing stones. You know a lot about nature magic?
Tell me about...
Do you know a lot about this type of magic?
Look,
You pick up a few things here and there, living on the road like I do.
Huh?
Why are you doing this? Wouldn't it be much safer for you to stay away? Of course, but what would be the fun in that? Maybe we can help each other?
So...
We're trying to figure out why these demons are showing up in town, among other things. You say they might be connected. Maybe we can help each other?
interesting.
A little trinket of yours certainly seems useful. However, I do enjoy my head as it is right now, and your demon hunter friend is sharpening her blade. As if I'd let you off that easily. We can keep an eye on him. He saved me. We could use his help. Between... He saved me and we could use his help.
Actually...
Victoria, he could be of great use to us. Remember the mission. I know very well what our mission is. But you are right. Untrustworthy as he may be, he's a giant lead.
So
what do you say? You lend us a hand and we'll keep Victoria off your back? Curious proposition. But you are also quite a curious person, are you not? The stranger steps closer to you and looks you over, a calculating look in his eyes that makes you feel like he is seeing right through you. He smiles. Perhaps you are not quite so ordinary. Romance? I'm completely normal. What's that supposed to mean? You've got me. What is gonna happen when I click on romance? Oh, okay, gives me more options. Speechless. You're rather curious as well. You're too close. Perhaps you're not quite so... You're rather curious as well. You're not quite so ordinary yourself, despite what you've said. I'd love to learn more about you.
Oh, this'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure you and I will have our chance to get to know each other very well soon enough.
Very well. I will help you out.
Yes! Oh, I knew I was gonna like this guy. I could just tell from the trailers and the art of him, like, yeah.
This looks like it might turn out to be quite amusing after all.
I like that the romance, it's not just like, you just start wooing him. It gives you options. I was worried about what that would be, but I had to pick it. Look, he's so pretty.
Wow. Thank you. Isn't this great, Victoria?
I'm keeping a close eye on you, mage.
I would be disappointed if you didn't.
Oh, I like him a lot.
Well, I, for one, am happy to get new friends.
Me too, Mime.
Welcome to the team, Michael.
Thank you, Mime. Now let's go hunt down some demons, shall we?
You're
Sounds good to
hiding
me.
something, mage.
I am a man of many secrets, dear Victoria. You'll have to be more specific.
The reason you're here. You claim you came here to investigate the forest, but that's ludicrous. Why would you willingly put yourself at risk like that? Just, what's in it for you?
It can't possibly be because I'm concerned and want to help.
Unlikely.
So cold. Just like you, I'm here to lend a hand, so we can avoid more incidents like the forest. And as things are now, I'd say you need all the help you can get.
Just know that I'm keeping an eye on you.
I know, and how I feel for those poor eyes. Between me and the alchemist, they must be rolling around your skull, trying to keep up.
Oh, I love him. Oh, okay. We've unlocked the tavern where we can talk to him. Yeah, we're gonna do one more and I'm gonna go talk to him. Hehe. The air inside the tavern is warm, and a pleasant scent of burning firewood and savory foods washes over you as you step inside. Michael is lounging by the bar, wine glass in hand, his brightly colored robes making him stand out against the mostly wooden interior.
What can I do for you?
Why, hello there, Morgan. Here to join me for a drink? Sure.
Okay.
I'd like that very much, yes. I actually don't drink, but whatever. My character does. Michael smiles and motions for the barkeep. A drink appears in your hand soon after. A toast to us, then. Demon slayers and supernatural investigators. What a fate I've stumbled into. He takes a sip of the deep red liquid before setting the glass back down, giving you his undivided attention.
Let's see.
So, what brings you to seek me out like this? Got some curiosity you need sated? Okay, you're not much for keeping a low profile.
Tell me about...
For someone who's considered an outlaw, you're not that good at keeping a low profile, are you?
I find it's a balance you have to tread. Blend in too much, and people will think you are shifty. Be loud and colorful, and people will take notice. But if you're quiet and colorful, well, people will still notice. Honestly, but there's no fun in dressing like a fugitive. If my handsome clothes are what end up getting me killed, that's a fair trade for being fashionable. Is it not?
You're so right. Wild mage.
So
a wild mage, huh? Curious, are we? Don't worry, I'm not nearly as interesting as the stories make us wild ones out to be. I'm a mage, but I didn't study at the proper school and am therefore considered a dangerous individual. That's horrible, but you are dangerous. Talk about throwing stones.
that's awful.
That seems really unfair. Yet, that is the world in which we live. Do not feel sad. I'm usually pretty good at staying out of trouble. You gotta make do with the cards you've been dealt, no? Why didn't you go to mage college?
I wonder...
Why is it that you never went to the academy? I thought the government had people scout out kids with the talent and bring them in. It wasn't like they didn't try. My past is not that interesting, to be honest, but it isn't exactly a cheery fairy tale either. One best not bring down the mood in such pleasant company. Maybe I'll share it with you some other time. What? I'm not gonna be annoyed. I understand. That's understandable. Let's talk about something else then. I have to get going.
See you around.
I should get back to this whole mission quest thing. Michael smiles and picks up his glass.
All right.
Very well then. I'll be here if you have more questions.
How curious.
Michael, you're staring. Why are you staring?
Oh, my apologies. I was lost in thought. I've seen many spirits in my travels, but no one quite like you, Mime.
I don't think I've ever seen a traveler quite like you either. You're a lot more colorful.
I can imagine. Here's to defying expectations.
He's so cool. Okay, he's in my companions now. There he is. A chaotic mage you found wandering the wilted forest. He appears to be very knowledgeable about spirits and has agreed to assist you with your demon investigation as long as you can keep Victoria from killing him, that is. I like him. I think we're gonna do... Like, the questioning with Michael didn't actually take that long, so maybe we should do one more of those. Let's do one with Mime.
Ah, yes. This is a nice spot. Empty, quiet, perfect place to just disappear. Ah!
Hey!
Oh, hi. What brings you out here?
Why are you hiding in the trash again? Are you running away? Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mime. I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just wondering what you were doing back here. What? Me? Frightened? No way. Okay, you might have spooked me a little.
Hear me out.
It's not like I'm doing anything bad or anything. I just get a bit overwhelmed at times. All this walking around, talking with people, facing down scary stuff, it just becomes a bit much, and I just want to run and hide. I don't, though. We're not going to find a way to solve this mess if I hide in the trash all day, but, you know, it's just nice to breathe a little once in a while. You understand that, don't you? Yeah, I get it.
Actually...
I understand that feeling all too well. It's okay to be scared, and to need a moment to gather yourself. As an introvert with anxiety, I feel you, girl.
Really?
Really? I didn't realize you felt that way. You seem like the sort of person who's so put together. You stand up to help, even when none of this is your fault to begin with. It's very admirable, but call me selfish. But I'm glad you can feel like this too. Makes me feel a little less silly for hiding out here. Tell you what, if you promise not to tell Victoria about my hiding spot, then I won't tell either. If either of us needs a moment to breathe, well, then we can come here. It's brilliant, right? What happened in the forest?
I have some questions.
You were acting pretty weird when we went out to the forest. What was all that about? Me? Weird? No. No way. So you noticed, huh? I'm sorry I was acting weird. The forest is a special place for me. It was where Victoria found me, and there are lots of things I'd like answers to, but it's not really all that important. I'll stay on track for now. Don't you worry. What do you make of our companions?
I wonder...
I'd like to talk about our companions. We're quite the odd bunch now, aren't we? Who do you want to talk about? Elizabeth, Victoria, Michael. Let's start with Elizabeth.
Tell me about...
What do you think of Elizabeth?
Well...
She's a little bit scary. Or she's... Wait, what did it say? Is there a log button? I forget. Did it say she's scary or she's not scary? I don't know. It's like... You look at her and you see a nice old lady, but then you look at her and you feel like a tiny mouse staring up at some ancient powerful beast. Okay, maybe she is scary. But I guess that might just be me. She's your teacher after all. What's she like to you? She's kind of scary, strict but fair. She's a beast.
About that...
Elizabeth is strict, yeah, but she's always fair and has never treated me badly.
Okay.
See, I'm glad to hear it. Maybe I'm just intimidated because I've never met a teacher before. Victoria.
So...
You know, Victoria? Can you tell me more about her?
I
don't really know her that well, honestly. She just sort of showed up in my life all of a sudden and got me dragged into this whole mystery about the demons. Scared me senseless, honestly. But now I've gotten to spend more time with her. Now that I've gotten to spend more time with her, I think she means well, even if she's a bit intense. Michael.
Tell me about...
What do you think about this Michael fellow? He's great fun to be around. He's always smiling and positive and doesn't seem to mind my spiritness at all. I feel like he's hiding something though. Like, I notice him sometimes staring off into space and he just looks so sad. I hope we can become friends so we can help him with whatever he's struggling with. Hopefully before Victoria murders him. Yeah. Interesting. Sad. What sad past do you have, Michael? I guess we need the other two companions before we can continue with that. Let's go.
I'll be off then.
We should get back to work.
Let's go.
Right, back to work. Sealing demons, saving the world, all that stuff. Okay. Looks like we should, I think it's still an option there for some reason, that you could go talk to them. Like, I get mine because we haven't met everyone yet, so I guess you could ask her opinions on the other two when we meet them, but I don't know why Michael. But okay, anyways, I think we're gonna go ahead and end today's video here. I am very much enjoying this game. I'm gonna pause. I'm enjoying this game so much. Like, if I wasn't Let's Playing this, like, oh, I would be binging this game. I'd be just nonstop playing it. Yeah, interesting. So we met that Goldner guy he owns the mines, and he's very obviously bad, but I get the feeling he's gonna be more of like a minor bad guy in the whole grand scheme of things. He's like too comically evil looking. And we met Kim, we know his name now, so that's his brother that he was with that nearly killed us. I'm glad we told him the truth. I think that was the better option, was to tell him the truth. Yeah, he seems like a cutie. We're getting to hang out with Mom and Victoria a little bit more, know them. And we met Michael. Listen, sometimes before I get into something, I can just tell who my favorite character is gonna be. And I was like, just watching the trailers and promotional stuff and just like seeing him, I was like, oh yeah. And I knew his voice actor was gonna be Yuri from Fire Emblem. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna be my favorite. Oh my gosh, I'm so intrigued by him. He is a type of character that I love. I am so excited to learn more about him. I'm happy that I decided to go to the forest and randomly stumble upon him. Because I'm assuming I probably have to randomly stumble upon the other two in these other places, I guess. Yeah, I like him very much. And I like all the characters very much, honestly. They're all very likable. Well, maybe not this Goldner dude and the guy that almost killed me, but everyone else. They're all very interesting and I like them a lot. And I'm just very excited to keep going with this and learn more. I definitely can't wait to get back into this and record again. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!